Welcome back to some more Lord of the Rings Online. In the last episode, I started questing here near the Barrow Downs, and I also leveled up to 21 and got a ton of new skills, and I think this is really neat. I didn't know this about the Warden, but I got all these new skills up here that allow me to build gambits more quickly. As you can see, using these skills will add 2 different combination things to my gambit bar, so I can kind of build up those gambits much more quickly. This kind of plays back to my boot gambit that I was trying to use. That's the gambit that disrupts inductions, but I could never get it to disrupt an induction because it always took so long to build. I would have to press this, and then I would have to press that, and then I would have to go for the gambit, and there just wasn't enough time. And I didn't know how to do it, but apparently I can just do this now, and then hit the gambit, and that's enough time. Anyways, I've been rambling on way too long about that. Let's go ahead and begin. Be patient with me as I learn all these new combinations and different things that I can do. I did even open up new gambit combinations that I can use now, so I'm going to try to learn those and burn them into my memory. But be patient as I learn them. Okay, so what am I doing? Let's go do some of these quests, I guess. I still have to look for that lost shade that's supposed to be wandering around here somewhere. Let me go in here, first of all. Let me go in the actual grave. There should be some quests in here from earlier, near the reputation house for Bree. Looks like there's a big boss here. Alright, I can go kill him. So let me actually try to use some of my different combinations that I have been learning. So let me try like... Oh, so I actually have to be in combat before I can use these. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, that's cool. Let me do my ranged. Okay, so... Alright, see, I kind of screwed that up already. I was trying to do the, my new gambit induction stopper thing, but... Okay, it's 1-3, so I should be able to do... that one right there, and then I can do the gambit and stop it that way. Alright, I gotta learn these things, I really do. It's gonna take a while though. Alright, let me kill that guy. So these little guys summon these crawlers as well, which is a little bit unfortunate. Alright. So, I might take a little bit of damage here, but that's okay. Let me go ahead and switch to melee. And then let me try to do some crazy combos. Alright, so Impressive Flourish. And then I can do this, which is going to be Maddening Strike. And then I can do... I messed it up. It's gonna take me a while to learn this, but I'm trying to do a new combination called Conviction, and I have to use it after a couple of other combinations. Okay, so defeated Marrow for a quest. That's cool, and then let's make an etching of this. Alright, I might as well kill this guy. Alright, so let's move on to another Barrow and continue to kill some stuff. So that deed that I got, Executioner of the Wicked, there's like 6 different boss type enemies here in the Barrow Downs, and once I kill all 6 I can unlock that deed. So that's always fun. Let me actually take this one off my tracker so it doesn't kind of mess with what I'm doing. Which one is this? Barrow Treasures. God, I'm not seeing it. Am I blind or do I just... I don't see that on my tracker. at all. It's not on there, dude. Oh, there we go. It's under reputation. That's why. That's kind of odd. Okay. So let's move on to the next grave here. There's going to be, I believe, 3 here in the northern Barrow Downs, and then 3 more in the southern Barrow Downs. So we'll just kind of systematically go through those. And I suspect there's going to be 1 little boss per barrow, I guess, per grave. It was different back in the day. It was just like 1 big dungeon, and I think it was like level 50. So I think they scaled it down. So we got a Grim Water here. So I've been using this new gambit here called Power Attack. It should do a little bit more damage. As you can see, it's a triple combination. It's Spear, Shield, Fist for the combo. And it does indeed do a little bit more damage. I know I'm being very uncoordinated this episode, but I'm just trying to learn all the new things that I got from leveling up. And then I can always use this to clear my... I don't know. I still don't understand these 2 skills. I guess you need to wait for the cooldown on it. It doesn't clear immediately. I don't know. Gonna kill some of these, get the treasures, and I guess go towards the end of the barrow to get the boss and also the etching. There's the etching right there. So let me grab that. And there should be a boss in here. So let me climb up and try to look for him. I don't know where he's gonna be. Oh, there are more etching things here. I didn't know there could be more than 1 per little dungeon. That's okay, the more you know. I hate Dark Waters. When we get to Even Dim, there's this place with a ton of these little Dark Waters, and it's like super annoying, and you'll never look at these enemies the same way again. Because they're just that bad. There's a Prowler here. And this guy is like still hiding out over here underwater. There we go, got him. Let me see. Let's take a look. Alright, I guess we'll just keep fighting enemies in here. The enemies are getting a little bit more challenging. I don't kill them immediately like I have been for the past few episodes. So that's fun. Kind of give me a little bit of challenge for once. So actually, let me try to work on some of these combos. So I can try to practice them. So let me do the Impressive Flourish. And then... well, that never went through. Okay. And then let me do... never mind. I'm being very uncoordinated again. I'm just pressing buttons and I'm not looking at the timing, so my gambits aren't actually going through, so I need to work on that as well. Also, a lot of lag going on right now, which is not the best. Okay, let's keep going up. I hate when they dig down like that. It's super annoying because then you gotta sit here and wait for them to come back up. Okay. At least they give a ton of experience. Okay, and then I'm gonna do this maddening strike. And then I can finally use this conviction, which is gonna give me a nice heal over time. So that's one of the newer combinations that I got, which I guess is pretty cool. So I should practice that. Okay. I'm gonna continue fighting my way across here. I should probably heal up my health a little bit before just like powering on through. Oh, and here's the little boss guy. And of course I'm lagging. Let me try to stop this guy. Wasn't able to stop his induction, but that's alright. Definitely have to practice a lot with all these combinations now, because I feel very uncoordinated. And the video probably looks that way too. Let me actually put some of these like right here, because I have been kind of getting low on my health, so I can have these as an emergency if I need to use a potion. So I did get the boss here. So I'm going to head out. I'm going to head out from here. Unless there might be more of these in here. There might be more in here. I don't know. Yeah, I think there is. So I'm actually going to continue exploring this place. So I can do my quest. Alright, there we go. I was able to stop that induction. Kind of the old school way. Right, and I think that's a little dead end over here. Let me continue going this way and just hope that I'm actually headed towards the exit. And I just grabbed like a ton of things. That's not good. This is bad. I'm gonna die, aren't I? Oh no. I am so dead right now. Unless I find the exit, which is not gonna happen. I am so dead. I'm like super dead. Oh no. That's what happens when you get lost. Somehow I dropped aggro on all those guys. That was very lucky. Okay. This episode is a complete disaster. I've been complete amateur at this. I need to find the exit. I think maybe it's over there. Let's try that. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's the exit. Oh my god, guys. So I was just stuck in there for like 20 minutes running around in circles. I couldn't find the exit, so I'm probably gonna end up editing a lot of what happened in there out, but you didn't miss much. I was just running in circles like an idiot, fighting my way through it. I killed a lot of whites. I actually completed the Journal of Cardolan deed. I'll read those pages at the final video of this series, or this season. And I also completed White Slayer, but not advanced. That's how many whites I killed in there, because I was just lost like a crazy little kid. So let me continue up here to the next barrow, and this time I'm actually going to make a note of where the entrance is, that way I don't get lost. Okay, so we're right there, that little circle thing. This one seems a lot smaller though, so I don't think I'm going to get lost in here. And looks like there is a fellow adventurer. He might end up killing that elite. Let me actually switch to ranged and see if I can snag it before he does, because I want to be able to have credit for it, I guess. At the same time, I want to kill things as I go, that way they don't all pile up on me. And I see it back. No, that's not it. Do need to find it quickly before that other guy does. The race is on. Okay, I'm gonna go that way. Yep, definitely gotta go this way. Okay, I don't know if I got credit for that. Probably not. I was trying not to be a douche, but that guy ended up out-douching me. I was trying to, like, make sure he got a hit off on it, too. That way we both got credit, but it turns out only he got credits. Oh, that's super annoying. Let me see, though. I can actually check right here. Bree-land, and if I go to Executioner of the Wicked... Okay, so I actually did get credit for killing that spider. Alright, we're good. So we both did. We both got credit. Very good. So let me get out of here. I got both my etchings. I got the big boss. And I know where the exit is this time. So I'm just going to run over there. Hopefully not get killed by all these spiders along the way. Sometimes these spiders can root you in place, and then you can be in big trouble when you have that huge army behind you. Okay, oh my gosh. So, finally done with some of those quests. And I think I'm gonna head over to the Dead Man's Perch and see what's going on up there. That's gonna be towards the southern Barrow Downs. So let's go up there. Yeah, let me go through here. I think I'll be able to get me there. And it looks like Addie Wheatley is here. And another... Looks like there's several quests here. I like this place because it kind of overlooks Breetown. Look how cool that is. Isn't that sweet? Get to see all of Breetown from up here. Anyways, let me go talk to some of these people and see what we can do. Really, dude?
How can I be of service?
The others are alive. This news is pleasing. Though we still face great peril, we at least know that the others live. So there's going to be a ton of quests up here, as you can see. So let me start reading through some of them.
Could I speak with you a moment?
At the edge of the old forest south through the Barrow Downs, there are many bears suffering from a terrible plague. The only way I can see to save them from their agony is to destroy them and ensure that they do not spread the plague into the remainder of the old forest. You will find the bears and the plague carriers deep to the south, where the walls of the old forest meet the Barrow Downs. Destroy the bears and then destroy the disease crawlers infesting them. You may find some of the disease-carrying crawlers outside of their hosts as well.
Might I take a moment of your time?
The corrupted trees must be purged out of the southern Barrow Downs, but they may yet return to the natural fold. To determine this, I will need their seeds. Collect their seeds and return them to me. If they can be saved, I will see the seeds are brought to a place where they can grow into natural creatures once again. You will find the corrupted trees deep within the southern Barrow Downs, where the walls of the old forest are too thick to pass beyond.
Could I speak with you a moment?
You've done good work dealing with those old wights, but I'll be honest with you, Kippen. These are creatures of legend, and the legend runs deeper than these mounds can provide. The Great Barrow, called Othrogroth long ago, has always been a place that few are brave enough to face, because of the legends of the powerful beings that once walked there. With the return of these legendary creatures throughout the Barrow Downs, I can only assume that more have risen within the Great Barrow. Othrogroth lies towards the southern end of the Barrow Downs. Stout or not, I'd not go it alone, if I were you. The Great Barrow is sure to be a bad place. Maybe you should take some friends? So this is the first quest that's going to be inside the instance for this level, or for this region. And most of the instances, you do want to go in there in a group, even if you're an overpowered warden. So we'll see how I'm going to handle these, but for now I'm going to kind of put them on the back burner towards the end of the season. But I'm going to pick them up anyways for now.
Would you do something for me?
Long have I lived within the bounds of Bree-land, and my family has long exchanged tales of the people that lived in these lands. We spoke of their relationship with the old forest, and how by their hand that the forest began to slide to ruin. It is for these reasons that I find sorrow in these lands and not fear. Deep to the south, where the eaves of the wood are too strong to penetrate, you will find moving trees who have long been separated from their brethren. These once noble trees are ruined and rotted from within, and I must ask that you destroy them. It is for the good of all that we end them before they become something even more vile than they already are. Okay, so that's a ton of quests. Let's pick up even more over here. Guess let me start with this lady.
I don't know if you can help me.
Oh, what a fine, strong person you are. You remind me of my own poor sons. They've gone for some time now, and I've heard nary a word from them. You see, it started with my son Malin. He was sure there was treasures in the Barrow Downs for the taking and left seeking his fortune. After a few days passed and he didn't come back, I sent his brother Amlock out after him, and I've not heard from him either. Now I ventured here with these others after my sons. Amlock said he'd camp at the Dead Man's Perch on the eastern cliffs, but he was not here when we arrived. The others think that he's gone further south. Can you go and look for him? Alright, so we can look for these ladies' missing sons. So, these quests here, gonna introduce a interesting mechanic, which I don't know if I've talked about yet, but these are called repeatable quests. That means you can do them over and over and over again. Some of these repeatable quests, there's a limit to. In fact, I think these bounty ones that she gives, you can do a max of 3 times. For the purpose of 100% completion of the game and this playthrough, I'm only going to do the repeatable quests once. I think that's enough. Because, you know, it's just exactly the same thing. The story doesn't change, nothing at all. So that's going to be the plan for the repeatable quests. Many believe that the strength of the Barghest lie in their howl. While it is true that their howls are dangerous, the power of their eyes is equally dangerous. With but a gaze, they have been known to strike a deep fear into their victims that can kill them. I would ask you to seek out Barghest and collect their eyes. I will pay you handsomely for this bounty.
Would you do something for me?
The relics of Cardolan can fetch a nifty price from the well-to-do in Breetown. Since we are here, I thought I might offer you a little deal. If you collect these relics over the course of your travel, I will trade you materials that may be of great use to you. Is that acceptable?
Could I speak with you a moment?
It is not unusual that we are in such a position. We have come here before with no danger present, save the rats, crawlers, and occasional bar guests. This, however, is most peculiar. I'm certain that the people of Bree-land can benefit from the removal of these terrifying foes, these wights, so I'll offer you something of a bounty for their defeat. Defeat the walking dead here and return their skulls to me. I will reward you well for these endeavors. And I guess that's it. So we've got a ton of quests to do from here on out, and we will begin doing those in the next episode. Thanks for bearing through me in this one while I was trying to kind of get used to some of my new skills. I still have to practice a lot. And also thanks for bearing with me while I got lost in that barrow, although I'll probably end up editing most of that out. As always, I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.